Ganyaka nkembo na APC ebe seraziza, nka abụọ na APC ebe seraziza, nka atọ na APC ebe seraziza. Ka anyị pụta n'igwe n'oge ntuli aka ọchịchị nke ala anyị n'afọ 2019 ma tụnyere ezigbo nwa afọ anyị bụ OUK Chief Dr. Ojizo Kalu votu anyị n'ozuzu oke maka House of Senate nke Abia North Senatorial Zone. N'otu aka ahụ a na-akpọkụkwa ndị Abia niile oku ka anyị tụnyere pati APC n'ọnọdụ oche ọchịchị niile n'ala anyị maka ọdịmma ọganiru nakwa iweghachi ebube nke steeti anyị n'ozuzu oke.
Hooray and Happy New Year! In celebration of the New Year 2019, Flow FM is giving the entire public of Umuahia and beyond the opportunity to reposition and grow your business for increased sales and profitability. So are you a businessman, corporate organization, school proprietor, small and big scale entrepreneur, supermarket, restaurant, and any kind of business? Flow FM is granting you the chance to increase your business through publicity for a token. And to show our commitment to our customers, we are offering our customers 1 free slot for every 3 slots booked and 3 free slots for every 5 slots booked between 8th to 31st of January 2019.
Another political season is here.
The storm of partisan politics has thrown up numerous candidates.
Who can best represent the people?
ABIA Media Roundtable presents Political Debates 2019 for governorship and National Assembly candidates.
Let the best candidates emerge through fair debates on relevant issues. ABIA Media Roundtable.
Fairness and integrity.
2019 ABIA Political Debates. Coming soon.
Why you no one carry me go meet the baba wey help you do the things wey make your business a boom any ayaga like this now?
So you don't follow for people when they gossip for my back say I put something for my business.
And my brother make you no vex.
Just by yourself carry your business, product and services enter for the program where they call Market Direct for Flow 94.9 FM every Thursday from 2:20 to 3 p.m.
I no get that kind plenty money. Oh,
who they talk about plenty money? 1,000 naira now for 1 slot, 3,000 naira now for 4 slot, and now so you go take reach all the customers where they for
Southeast and South them.
All of them now so they go take sabi the business where they do. Make you just carry your phone now. Call the producer of Market Direct on 080-5174-5686 or 080-3728-1115. Now you go use your mouth to tell the whole people the thing where you they sell and where you dey. Or waka enter their office where they for 7B Factory Road, Umuahia, or their Aba office for number 1 Constitution Crescent, Asa Road, where they for Aba, or call their marketing office for 070-3160-8029. Market Direct, the direct way to sell your product for plenty profit.
Birthdays are to be celebrated. Join the Flow family as we celebrate you in a special way in a monthly birthday party. Tagged Flow Jewels of the Month. Are you celebrating your birthday, marriage anniversary, or child dedication? Join us every last Sunday of every month. Flow 94.9 FM celebrates you in grand style. The venue is Flow FM premises, number 7B, Factory Road, Umuahia. Time is 12 p.m. The celebrants are expected to pay a sum of 2,000 naira only, and then you are allowed to come in with your family and friends. For more information and sponsorship, visit us at number 7B, Factory Road, Umuahia. Flow Jewels of the Month. Give your birthday celebration a touch of class.
Man, has done marvelous marvelous man. Because of you do marvelous things again. Marvelous man, what a marvelous. Because he has done marvelous things before. What a marvelous man, what a marvelous. Because of you do marvelous things again.
The quarter sign and you love ABIA State. We could be swag your dog. Vote Dr. OKIYI Victor in Basel. Let's do more together. This message is brought to you by ABIA PDP Campaign Council.
The long-awaited ABIA election debate will commence on the 14th of January 2019. Certainly, only incompetent candidates will not debate to the adjudication of electorate. This debate will kick off from the 3rd week of January 2019 and run for a period of 8 days, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 21st, and 22nd. The Federal House of Representatives will run on the partner media houses from the 14th to the 17th of January 2019. Aba North and Aba South constituency will be on the 14th of January by 11 a.m. Ugunagbo Obingwa constituency will be on the 14th of January by 3 p.m. Bende constituency will be on Tuesday, 15th of January by 11 a.m. Umuahia Ikwano constituency will be on Tuesday, 15th of January by 3 p.m. Ohafia Arochukwu constituency will be on Wednesday, the 16th of January by 11 a.m. Also on Wednesday by 3 p.m. will be the time for Isialangwa North and Isialangwa South constituency by 3 p.m. It will be the turn of Ukwa East and Ukwa West constituency on Thursday, 17th of January at 11 a.m. while Isikwato and Imunochi constituency will be on Thursday, the 17th of January by 3 p.m. For the senatorial zones, Aba North senatorial zone will be on the 18th of January, which is Friday, at ABIA Hotel Central Hall. It will be live on our partner media houses from 3 p.m. That of ABIA South Senatorial Zone will be 19th of January, which is Saturday, at ABIA Hotel Central Hall by 3 p.m. It will be the turn of candidate for ABIA Central Senatorial Zone 21st of January 2019 at ABIA Hotel Central Hall by 3 p.m. while the gubernatorial candidates will debate on Tuesday 22nd of January 2019 at ABIA Hotel Central Hall by 4:30 p.m. Tune in to the partnering media houses Flow 94.9 FM Umuahia, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM Umuahia, Bose 89.7 FM, ABIA Facts Online TV, and also follow the details on various online platforms. Online Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria, UMPAN, ABIA State Chapter. ABIA deserves the most dynamic, pragmatic, and sagacious leaders with solutions to lead them. On.
If I support anybody, whether it's from my household, they will still support that.
Just as we point out, I want to drop out. I'm not doing it again. I want to drop out.
As far as we are concerned, we are taking the necessary step to depart from Egypt. And like I've said earlier, we are now at the Red Sea coast.
The polity is getting charged.
My friend, if one Galadima of no particular political address is not happy, that's fine. He has the right not to be happy.
I am more than popular. I am a politician of note. Yesterday I was fine Gary with some women.
Concessors.
I share the sentiment of all, and I believe that we are now one with this grand alliance.
Defection, feigns meddling, or even betrayal. Away from the hustling and bustling of the day, we help you make meanings to the big stories for the day on the State of the Nation. Join us weekdays, excluding Wednesday, on the State of the Nation from 8 p.m. The State of the Nation. The stories behind the news. Well, we're back on the State of the Nation. Well, you're surprised. Version of the program, the State of the Nation, right here. Days today being Thursday, the 17th day in the month of January 2019. Well, the heat is on, and that is why we're back. My name is Mike Oloni, and of course, the gangs, my colleagues, they're here, Samson Eze, and of course, Ginika Aloha, guys.
Well, Michael, it's a special occasion. I think we invited this for ourselves. But we're here again, and we have a special guest. Ginika, welcome again.
Yeah, welcome, Samson.
We have a special guest. The special guest is the Honorable Commissioner for Information, John OKIYI.
Good evening to you, sir.
He's a chief.
Good evening, Mike and the gang, Ginika, Samson, and the rest of you gang members. I'm happy to be here. Good evening, wonderful and great people of ABIA State, the greatest people on earth. I salute all of you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Let's go straight to the point. We have something on ground. We had a conversation with a member of the opposition, and there is this claim that your party, the state government and your party, the PDP, is sponsoring the opposition. Those are serious allegations, I will say.
Sponsoring the opposition to contest against us?
No, you are sponsoring the crisis within some of the opposition parties.
Okay, so they mean
ABIA and the other parties.
Just to make the party unsettled.
A distraction.
Okay, I hope what they mean is that our Tinyere Obagara prayers.
What is Tinyere Obagara?
Sponsorship of the crisis in the opposition. I don't know if you understand. Because we've been praying that Jehovah will put confusion in the midst of our enemies. If God has started answering those prayers, to God be the glory. But if what they mean by sponsorship of crisis is that we are funding any element of the opposition, it is laughable. Nobody is interested in doing such things, especially knowing that we still need more money to continue the caterpillar revolution in Abia State and continue to build more schools. As of today, we've built 359 new classroom blocks. We need more money to take it to about 900. We have completed 4 model schools. We need money to build 20 more model schools. We don't have money to sponsor crisis within the opposition. Having said that, let me point this out. A bad workman will always blame his tools. Let's face it. If you are seeking to govern Abia State, you are seeking to occupy the position of the governor of this great state, and you are unable to settle internal crisis, you are not qualified. Can I repeat that so that it will sink in? If those in the opposition cannot solve their internal crisis, they are not qualified to lead this state. Because in this state, you have much more people with contending problems, contending issues than you will have in one political party. So if any of the opposition parties, whether it is APC or ABGA, they are throwing up leadership that do not understand how to solve problems, the joke is on them. Abians will not vote for them. Because if they cannot manage internal crisis, when there are bigger crises, they will put this state in a disastrous position.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner.
Yes, ma'am.
One might be tempted to believe that actually the PDP may have a hand in the sponsorship of the crisis in various opposition party, considering the fact that up to this moment, the governor has not even started campaigning. Does it mean that those who
fight on their knees will have victory from the Lord? See, let me tell you, what you are seeing in Abia is karma, nemesis, ometraburu.
When you say karma, what do you mean, sir?
What I mean is that these same elements ganged up against Governor Ikpazu. In fact, I was reading a statement by my brother Mondo Bane to the effect that by the mere fact that they have appealed the judgment given in favor of Emenike today, that it is a stay of proceeding. It should act as a stay of proceeding and stay of execution. And I was laughing. Monday, let me read this. On the 1st of July 2016, was presented with the same position after they obtained Jankara judgment from Justice Okonaban, and Governor Ikpeazu appealed. And we said on the basis of that appeal, you shouldn't have issued a certificate of return, knowing that it is a court of first instance. And we said that shouldn't have happened. And Monday said this, and I want to read it out. Okay. You can find that in Punch newspaper of 1st July 2016. In his reaction, the former chairman of the Ikeja branch of the Nigerian Bar Association, Mr. Mondo Bane, justified the issuance of the certificate of return to Oga, arguing that the notice of appeal filed by the Ikpeazu did not operate as an order for a stay of proceedings. So I was smiling and laughing when I heard my beloved friend and former Speaker of ABIA State House of Assembly claiming right here that because they have filed an appeal, that there should be a stay of execution. Obane added, in quote, note also that the appeal of Dr. Okeyi Ikpeazu before the Court of Appeal does not operate as a stay over the judgment of Justice Okonaban. Justice Okonaban was of the Abuja High Court. The ruling obtained by Emenike also came from an Abuja High Court. What is different now? The difference is dishonesty in interpretation of the rulings from the courts. Otherwise, whatever position you took in 2016, you should take the same position. But if you're not going to take the same position, and like we argued in those days that they were wrong, the fact you should attest to or you should stand with is that Jehovah is responding and paying you back in your own coin. So if you say that somebody is keeping you busy in court, it is because you kept Governor Ikpeazu busy in court for 3 good years. It was only in April 2018 that the Supreme Court ruled in the last matter involving Governor Ikpeazu. But whether we are involved in these litigations, I can sit down here comfortably and confidently to tell you that we are not involved. Whichever opposition, they present before us, we will defeat that opposition. If they present Uchoga, we will beat him. If they present Emenike, we will beat him. If they present Alex Otiobesi, we will beat any of them by landslide margin. That is our commitment. Okay, Honorable Commissioner, then it's like crying more than the bereaved here. Here you are talking about stay of execution and all that. It should have been an internal issue of the APC. What's the concern of PDP in this matter? Because you have just accused us. That is the stupid thing about this whole matter. Whoever has crisis will accuse us. Okay, let's cross over to ABGA now. In ABGA, there is another faction. That started in 2014. You know about the Chikwe Udensi? The crisis started in 2014. Onapurago was in court in 2014. Okay, this Onapurago. Governor Ikpeazu was not even the governor of the state when the crisis started. They had 4 good years to sort out their problem. They could not sort out their problem, and they're accusing somebody. Now, Ms. Sampson, before you come back, let me ask you something. Between Emenike, who has been a loyal APC member for God knows how long, who nominated the only ambassador from this state, and those who left PDP last year, who should be claiming the right of sonship? Because I listened to my brother, and he was calling Emenike prodigal. Who is supposed to be prodigal in this matter? Because Emenike has always been in APC. These people are just coming a year ago. But what we are not understanding is your sympathy for I have Emenike. No sympathy for any of them. I cannot have sympathy for APC. Whichever candidate they present, we will defeat that candidate. We will defeat them because God knows that from day one, Governor Okeyi Ikpeazu has been working very hard for the people of this state. To deliver 68 completed roads is not a joke. And he delivered quality roads that everybody can see. To deliver 2 million tenera palm seedlings is not a joke. Abians know how hard this governor has worked, and they are ready to support. We know all these things, this propaganda. I listened to my brother Martins talking about PDP. Martins was in PDP until last year. He was Speaker courtesy of PDP. If he's now joining the bandwagon of those saying that PDP is this, PDP is that, he is self-indicting. He has always been a PDP member. Uchoga has always been a PDP member. Alex Oti was a PDP member. So are they self-indicting? Are they saying that they are responsible, or we are responsible for the past, whatever they term as inability of PDP to lead? Are they saying they caused it? Because now that they are no longer in PDP, PDP is flourishing. We are developing this state at the fastest pace possible.
The commissioner, I want us to look at ABGA. In ABGA, there is another faction. There's Chikwe Udensi on the other side, and there's Alex Oti on the other side. And then that side of Chikwe Udensi is led by Prince Nana Ukegbu. Onapurago, 1 or 2 or whatever the digit is. But then, this man claims...
Look at the fine lines of the ruling today.
But that is the strange sympathy that we are trying to define.
I want to explain something.
The strange sympathy for the other faction. What do you have against the other people?
I don't have anything against. I am prepared to defeat anybody presented before me March 2nd. Governor Ikpeazu has done so well that whoever you present before him, there will be a landslide defeat for that person. But let me tell you something people didn't note. The Abuja High Court ruled yesterday and said, why was a valid court order not obeyed? If INEC has been served with proper court order saying that Onapurago is the ABGA chairman, for Christ's sake, INEC is a product of the law. They should obey it. The same thing applies in this matter. And what is worrisome to me as an individual, as an ABIAN, is that for so many years, these people have not been able to settle this thing. It is a failure of leadership. In any case, Onapurago was in ABGA before Alex Oti came to ABGA. This crisis arises when you have a money bag coming to take over structures of a political party that are already in existence. The same thing happened in APC. MNK was already in APC before Uchoga and Sons Nigeria Limited came and bought over the structures of the party. And they did that with impunity. You don't load it over people. You don't ask them, who are you? They get angry. And then you now begin to look for who to blame. You now want to blame PDP for your own self-inflicted injury? Come on. Spare me. We don't have money to sponsor anybody. We have prayers. We are saying that God should pay you back in your own court. For 3 good years. 3 good years, these people were attempting to distract the government of Dr. Ikpeazu. And you think Kama will not respond to them?
Okay, Honorable.
Yes, my brother.
I'm sure you listened to the former speaker at the State House. Okay. And we talked, he responded.
A fine gentleman.
Yes, he responded to the issue of Charter of Equity. When somebody called, I was asking that he, being an Ungwa person, should support the governor. Why do you think, if he is actually the brother to the governor, can go against his own brother
to the governor?
Yes, can go against his own brother? Don't you think the governor may not have performed expectedly?
It was at that point that I pitied him, because he was stammering when he was responding to that question. And at a stage, I recall when he said, I am Manungwa's son. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm Manungwa's son. That was the language he used. I'm quoting him directly. I'm sure you guys heard him. That is to tell you the pains he was feeling as an individual. Martins fought for equity in Abia State until somehow the members of the State House of Assembly removed Martins as speaker. In fact, even when they were about to remove Martin, Martin was pleading equity. Martin was telling people that this seat belonged to the Ngwa side of Abia Central, and that equity demands that they should not remove him, that the attempt to remove him was targeted at Governor Ikpeazu. I recall that very well. So you see, you cannot approbate and reprobate. At that point, equity made sense to him. But here is the fact. Without equity, there wouldn't have been Abia State. Our founding fathers came together to create Abia State after they had accepted to come together under certain principles. I am happy that I'm one of those who can confidently give you a copy of Abia Charter of Equity, because I have read it through and through. It was the basis of the coming together of the people of Abia State. You cannot wish away equity. Let me tell you something. For so many years, about 16 years, We were having all kinds of crises in Abia State. Development was slower than it should have been, given the quality of people we have in this state. But once we enthroned equity, things started happening. 68 completed road projects, the first flyover in Abia State, 94 ongoing projects, 359 brand new classroom blocks, 4 model schools, 4 general hospitals, everywhere, 2 million tenera palm seedling, all facets of life in Abia State started experiencing growth, and we have peace. It is very important because peace is only associated with the presence of God and then with equity. If we come here and pontificate because of personal interest and then we throw away equity, tomorrow we will go into crisis. Because even those people who now say it is fortunate and unfortunate that an Amanungwa man will turn around and say, Ndi who deceived me, so that they can take power from us. I'm telling you what will happen in this state. And I want to urge every Abian to discountenance all these arguments and see them as personal. If we want to make progress in this state, equity must be observed. 8 years for Abia North, 8 years for Abia South, Abia Central, and so 8 years for Abia South, especially because the man from Abia South remains the highest performer since 1999. He performed better than his predecessors. And I am quoting Chief T.O.G., who confirmed that the current governor has done better than he did. He said every man who gives birth to a son will normally pray, support his son to be better than him. Samson, you heard him. You heard him during Old Ben the rally. You cannot in any form and manner compare Governor Ikpeazu's administration to that of 1999 to 2007. Between 1999 and 2007, we were constructing Dubai roads that water will wash off in 2 weeks after the first rain.
But can we compare it from 2007 to 2015?
According to Ochendo, TAOG, comparing 2007 to 2011, he said Governor Ikpeazu has done better.
All right, we will go for a break now. Honorable Commissioner, we'll come up with some of the issues raised by the opposition when we come back from the break. I hope you're ready to answer some of these questions.
That is why I'm seated here.
Which is being used, which may be used against you at the polls, according to the opposition parties. So we will be right back. It is an extended version of the State of the Nation right here on Flow 94.9 FM. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Na presidential election no na House of Assembly Senate na House of Reps Ogali huli di lotu onye kwedila mmadụ ogbuo ya o ekwechikwa mmadụ ogbuo agị o onye kwedila mmadụ ogbuo no
Power to the people.
Voto PDP ebe serembulare. Voto OKIYI bazo.
Well, it is an extended version of the State of the Nation right here on Flow 94.9 FM. The heat is on, especially in Abia State. We have 29 days before the 2019 elections. Well, we do have the Honorable Commissioner for Information in Abia State responding to some questions as it concerns the re-election bid of Governor OKIYI of Abia State. My name is Michael. I do have my friend and colleague Samson Eze and also Ginika Oloha. Well, guys.
Yeah, Honorable Commissioner, another aspect to the whole thing here is blood tonic. Not like the one you buy in your chemist shop, but you've heard about blood tonic in the political space in Abia State.
I heard about the insult to Abia founding fathers,
elders, blood
and
tonic.
Citizens. Okay. Somebody called them blood tonic drinkers. And I thought that was the highest level of insult you can give to our...
Let's look at the explanation. The blood tonic here is that the government is funding some elders and then giving out handouts instead of focusing on development.
Do you know Professor Anya Owanya? Can this government fund Professor Anya Owanya? Can this government fund Ezego Dr. Ezikpe? Can this government fund Professor Joe Iruku? That man insulted Abians, and everyone should be angry about it. You see, you don't play a certain level of politics. Who are you going to govern in Abia State? Is it not the same people you are calling bloody tonic drinkers? Just because of political desperation. Listen, let me say something so that people will know this. The major opponents of Governor Ikpeazu, they don't live in Abia State. Do you understand?
Who are the major opponents?
They don't know. Of course, there are three of them. You have Blessing, Honorable Blessing Waba.
Okay.
Then you have Uchoga, my brother. And then you have Alex Soti.
Okay.
My brother, my Aruchukwu brother. Is my brother.
Blessing, your sister.
Blessing, my sister.
But I'm surprised, sir, that you're recognizing them as their major contender, because as far as you're concerned, you're so sure that your party will beat them at the poll.
Have you seen where Chelsea is playing with Leeds United? You defeat whichever opponent is placed in front of you. Those people are Leeds United to me, the Chelsea man. As far as I'm concerned, so they are major opponents because they are the best that can be presented or that has been presented before Governor OKIYI Ikpeazu, and they are the ones that we will crush electorally, so that they will not have the opportunity to go and waste Abia's time in court again.
Okay.
And I'm using this opportunity to urge the people of Abia State to vote massively for Governor OKIYI Ikpeazu, so that these people will not have any reason to waste our time, to continue to sabotage this state through all kinds of litigations.
Okay, sir.
So to answer your question, my brothers, sorry, to answer your question more directly, such allegations make me feel bad. That you want to be governor is not a basis for you to begin to disparage the character of people who you are by no means their equal, who have contributed much more than you can ever dream to contribute to this state. If you are now saying that Ezego Ezikpe, General Ike Nwachukwu, General Ihe Jirika, and of course Commodore Bitukiwe, that they now come to take stipends from Governor Ikpeazu, for Christ's sake, you are insulting them. You shouldn't even be responded to. You should be apologizing immediately.
Okay, Honorable.
Yes.
One of the major reasons why all these opponents have been raising concerns about the governor going back for a second term is the issue of salary and probably projects. Take a look at the one at Aba Road. You know, just recently the governor said that the contractors will be mobilized back to the site. But up to this moment, especially the one in front of us here, the Aba Road.
The Aba Road.
Yes, and if you go there, you will notice that there's no single contractor there.
Yes,
so what's happening?
Aba Road is at 90% completion. In December, the contractors voluntarily went on Yuletide break, Christmas break. That's what we call it here. Now, they are expected to come back next week. Before going on that break, they were walking along that road, especially around the ceramic side, where they were trying to channel water properly. They will be back. By next week, they will be back. Listen, my brother, let me explain this thing to you. It is better to take your time and do a good job than to deliver Dubai Road that we had between 1999 and 2007. That's number one. Number two, we have limited finance as a state, so we prioritize at every point in time. As at December, the priority for this administration was to ensure that every Abia worker enjoys Christmas with his salary. And I am happy to say that even with parastatals that we don't pay, we assisted and supported those parastatals to make sure that all, at least at a minimum, you have 1 month pay. Beyond that, forget the propaganda. Everybody in Nigeria should be aware of the fact that it is not every worker that the state government is expected to pay. Those in parastatals are not paid by the state government. These are constitutionally autonomous institutions empowered to make revenue and use the revenue to run the operations. Running the operations include paying their workers. All those Governor Ikpeazu should pay they are up to date with salary. As I'm sitting down here, I wish any ABIA worker in any of our 76 MDAs will call and say, I am owed even half, 1/4 of a month's salary. And those are the people by law that will pay. We are happy that we are up to date with their payments. We are happy that we've paid them the due 2017 leave allowances. But here is what we want to do, because we're a responsible government. Those working in those parastatals, especially those ones that are not doing well, they are also ABIANs. So what we want to do is, as much as possible, support those parastatals to be able to pay their workers. But we are saying to them, you must improve your capacity to manage resources, your capacity to generate resources, and the way you deploy them. We have seen from experience that the difference between ABIA State University, ASPEMS, where somebody took over in November and cleared salary by December, is management and, of course, focus on the welfare of the workers. So what we are going to do is to continue to support them and then encourage them to engineer changes that will lead to improvement in their revenue inflow, that will also lead to regular payment of workers' salary at those parastatals. And that was why the State Executive Council and the Governor of the state said, if you are a parastatal head, you have 3 months to do whatever is necessary to pay your workers. Otherwise, and we are going. Otherwise, there will be sanction. There is nothing to doubt about it.
This sanction, is it coming in terms of kicking them out or doing what this time around?
Because we're even talking about, you're saying these parastatals are not doing very well.
Some of them.
Okay.
There are parastatals. See, there is even one stat that people don't know. 60% of the parastatals in ABIA State, they are up to date with salary. BCA is a parastatal. ABIA newspaper is a parastatal.
Under your ministry.
ABSEDA, all the ministries in ABIA State, they are up to date with salary.
Okay, but the parastatals now, if they are not doing well, and then I keep asking, doesn't the government have the political will to do the needful? Okay, it was done in ASPEMS.
And to you, what is needful is to sack them, correct?
No, at least you look at the management. Okay, something was done concerning the management of ASPEMS, and then the man came and cleared the salary.
Exactly.
And then something I'm sure must have happened
something.
to ABSU.
Are you aware that we are seeing hope at even ABIA Poly, that just recently, about a week ago, because of some engineering by the management of that institution, TED Fund is now supporting ABIA Poly with 800 million naira capital project and another 400 million naira training fund for the teachers. See, you give people time. We have given all of them time to change, and we are seeing places where there are improvements. And that's why the governor said, all of you must improve and get your cojones back before the end of the next 3 months. Otherwise, we would have determined that you are a no good person who can never do your job very well. And when people say sack is not always the best solution to situations. First, you need to understand the problem that that institution has. For instance, when Governor Ikpeazu came on board, there was the issue of an outstanding 2 billion naira loan taken by that institution that was costing them millions of naira in interest monthly. Governor Ikpeazu paid off that 2 billion naira loan in the hope that these people will be able to manage their resources very well. And as at that time, they had more than 26,000 students paying 56,000 naira as tuition. If you multiply, and given that their wage bill was around 170 million then, you would have seen that if they were just applying the school fees generated from students properly, they shouldn't have been owing.
All right, Honorable Commissioner, thank you very much for being part of this program, a special edition, an extended version of the State of the Nation right here on Flow 94.9 FM. We do hope to have you as event unfolds as it concerns the ABIA State government and also the re-election bid of the PDP candidate, Governor OKIYI. Thank you very much for being part.
Thank you, Mike. I thought you were going to give me a little more time to take on these issues, because what I have noticed is that the opposition in ABIA want to run on lies and propaganda. They have no substantive issue to run on. They don't even have an agenda. I've seen their manifestos. What they did was to copy everything Governor Ikpeazu is currently doing and then try to play with words. Like the man who said he was going to do free export processing zone. Governor Bazo has already done that.
All right.
The man that is talking about industrialization, who on his own is unable to complete his personal industry, and I heard that he's owing his workers 15 months salary, is now promising Abians that he will pay their salaries in how many days, 4 days, or what did they say, 4 months or whatever. The fact is that Abia State is in good hands. Abia State is in God's hands. The governor of Abia State is a child of God. Anybody standing against Governor OKIYI will have problem. The way they are currently having problem, they will continue to have problem until they realize that the anointed of God is on the throne. Okay. To my people, the wonderful people of Abia State, please remain patient with us. A lot more will be done in the coming days, months, and years.
All right, you can follow the conversation on our YouTube page. The conversation we had earlier, and also this conversation is on our YouTube page, Flow 94.9 FM YouTube page, and check what is happening there. It's our online TV. Guys, thank you very much. Ginika Aloha, Samson Eze, and also myself, Michael Oni.
Yes, Michael, it's a wrap. Don't forget, you can join the Honorable Commissioner again tomorrow, 9:30 on ABIA Info. I think he's always having so much to say. That's why he speaks for the government.
Yeah, quite eloquent. Honorable, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, my people, and God bless all of us in Jesus' name.
Amen.